Have you ever wondered why there are certain times where you are able to be so funny and careless and jokes just pop in your head all the time? You don't even have to do anything, it just happens automatically. You are in the flow, you are having a great time, people around you are having a great time due to your state. But then there are other times where you are just reserved. You are even slightly anxious and you don't really understand why. And you're not able to be funny at all because you are just in your head, and like not even in your head, it's such a weird state where your mind is just idle. Truth be told, your humor can only thrive when you are careless. If there is one constraint you have, your humor will suffer already, and your entire mood will suffer. It's not only about being funny here, but about the entirety of your mood and the way you're feeling. So the only way you can feel good and be completely in the flow state, give your gift to the people around you, is if you're careless. We could even go as far as to call not being careless as being a sin. The sin of overthinking, the sin of not being present in the conversation, of not being in the flow state, of being preoccupied of whatever's going on in your head all the time. Your objective is not to go out there to be around people and to just be in your head anyway. Your objective is to go out there and bond with them and be present with them and interact with them. Isn't that the case? So then why do you keep allowing yourself to be in your head time and time again? Why do you allow the voices to start kicking in time and time again and take you away from the thing you actually went out there to do? Because truth be told, you're not in control, are you? If this just happens randomly all the time, and all these insecurities are flooding your mind. Your brain is overwhelmed. Your social battery drains. Your battery as a human being drains. All you want to do is go home, go to your bed and sleep and do nothing and just be lazy and idle because you're just so tired. Like, of course you're tired because your mind is overwhelmed by the huge amount of information going on. But it shouldn't really be that way, because if you audit the times where you had a great social experience and were in the flow and managed to pop jokes left and right, there were no thoughts in your mind, were there? Your mind was pretty still. And as soon as you thought of something, you just said it instantly. You didn't filter it through layers and layers of computations of whether this is socially acceptable enough and cool enough or not. You just said it, and people around you probably loved it most of the times. So it's 100% your responsibility to keep this from occurring. Now, an important thing to understand here is that there are times where you will really not feel like it. Who knows, maybe you are not the most extroverted person and you've been socializing for days, every single day, like 8 hours or something, and your social battery is naturally drained. Like there are cases where you won't feel like it and it's completely natural and okay. You don't have to be in the center of attention all the time. And in those cases, you should just be okay with yourself like that. You should just be in a state of complete acceptance of the fact that you just don't feel like it today. But maybe tomorrow you will. Maybe the day after tomorrow is gonna be even better, who knows? Maybe even a couple of hours from now it's gonna be better. But now it's not, and that's fine. You are still you. You can just be there and be present around people. If you are not present, that's definitely an issue. But you can be present and not be in the center of attention. There is absolutely no problem with that. For a long time, I didn't understand why I behaved like this, why I went through exactly what I told you about, these moments where I had great experiences and other moments where I was just in my head all the time. But after I started working on stripping away all of those overthinking mechanisms I had and all of those layers of resistance and pressure and tension, and prioritizing being myself, being my authentic self for as long as possible, because I'm not perfect, I'm not doing this to perfection even now. But I'm able to be in that state way more often. And it's way better. So I really hope you managed to take some value from this video, and I hope you will be able to reach this state as well.